Hey folks, I thought I'd try capturing a video what I'm seeing so far. So what I'm up to, I'm just monitoring the probe of the scope across the speaker. I'm looking at speaker left, this one. I also added this, just any old capacitor I found across these because the signal is a bit sort of, I don't know, up and downy, and I'm just sort of averaging it out. And so right now you're seeing even on idle, it's kind of sitting, I mean, on the Y, it's about units of 5 volts. So the ground is, if I just flick it to ground, that's the ground point, and when I monitor the signal, it's about 2.5 volts. So a bit of like a DC offset of around 2.5 volts there when it's monitored. Other things, yeah, I can play like a simple EDC in a loop. But I noticed about the clipping thing. Before I had to bring it down to 5 with the default amp chip volumes, but maybe over here I've been fiddling with the this is the amp chip's left volume. So normally it's at 20. If I put that at 20, it'll clip out. If that's the correct term for it, probably not. So usually I bring it to about 37, I think. That's not sounding so great now because I don't know why. Seems like 40 is sounding better. And we can go. Because it's slower. That's why. I know why. Because I was fiddling with the amp chip. Yeah, 37 is normally good. But if I go into the freezer, press A, and press A again. So focusing on only that first left column here, I've turned almost all of the inputs, the phone, Bluetooth, line, microphones and digis and all to 0, left the master on the highest. And I changed SID-L to R to the highest as well, so that it's like the knobs have turned up all to the max there. It's not usually like that, it's more like this BE 4040 swapped around. So yeah, that's why it's a little bit different to the usual default. But yeah, that's my plan, to sort of do that one by one with these pairs SID. But already the SID-L result is interesting. So I've turned everything else off, and we're still seeing a DC offset just on the SID-L, SID-R. So it's kind of telling me that even though the VHDL says it's signed, I'm suspecting it's not actually signed. So maybe going out again. Another thing I noticed, exiting the, escape, run stop, F3. Jumping back in, the audio is gone on the speaker. What I'm suspecting happened maybe is when we exit the freezer, maybe the volume's going back up to 15, and it's not sort of respecting the previous volume setting. So if I redo 10, so just clipping out, bringing it back to 10 brings it back. Yeah. Other things I can maybe show is, as I looking here, and we saw that roughly 2.5. What do I call it? The DC offset. Why I think it's the SID is because if I bring this volume setting on the amp lower, let's say to 60. Okay, I won't press enter now. I'll just go over here and I'll press enter over here. See how bringing the coefficient, bringing the volume setting down brought it closer to 0. So if I try 50, if I try 40, if I try 30. So yeah, that's why I feel like it's just multiplying what we give it. And I think we're just giving it an unsigned value and it's just multiplying it. And so that's the SID. I haven't tried the digis, but that's the SID.